Alright guys, so here I am making a video that I've wanted to make for a long time, but I've just never gotten around to it. This is a video of what is in my gym bag, and excuse me, I have to sneeze. And yes, I sneeze like that every time. Okay, so wow, okay, so if you're serious about lifting, then you probably have a gym bag with a lot of goodies inside. So I'm going to show you, I've got everything that's in my bag just spread out on my bed right now, and I will go over each item that I have in my bag, why I have it in my bag, how do you use it, or I'll just give you the rundown on everything. And then I'll put it back in my bag, and I'm getting ready to go work out right now. So yeah, so let's get into it. So first, over here, we've got first thing I'm going to go over, which I think is the biggest thing, most important, is a belt. And my belt is a lever belt made by Inzer, and I really like this belt because it's the same tightness every time you put it on. Like you can just it has these notches in here where you just set the tightness that you want, and it never loosens up or anything. It does take a while after you first get it to wear in these holes right here, and so it might be kind of scary when you first get it, when you're trying to take it off or whatever. But after a couple weeks or so, these get worn in enough where when you want to take it off, you can just pop it off. How I usually take it off is when it's latched like this. I'll usually just slide it forward. I'll hit the side of it, and it slides forward, and the latch comes out pretty easily that way. But yeah, it's very important to have a good belt to weight lift in, especially for heavy movements, so you can kind of brace your core. You have something to push your core against, so that's really good. It can help improve strength that way, since you have something to push your abs against. It can generate some more power. And really I only wear these for my main compound lifts, or something where I need more support from my back. So for rows or stiff leg deadlift. Of course I wear it when I deadlift and squat and bench, and military press. I usually won't use it if I'm doing anything seated, like Arnold press or something like that, but you could use it for that for sure. What you don't want to do is just put it on at one notch or whatever, and just leave it there on you the entire workout. That's not going to do anything. If you have it on correctly, you shouldn't be able to wear it more than a few minutes. It hurts how tight this is, which is what you want. You want it tight enough so that you can feel yourself push against it, and use that abdominal wall to brace your core and create some power. So yeah, you really only need to use it for maximum effort lifts. So that's a belt. This is probably the best belt I'd say that you could buy on the market. I think it's 13 millimeters thick. I know they make a 10 millimeter thickness, so I think this is the 13. I think I went with the bigger one, but yeah, I definitely invest honestly the best thing I've ever bought to work out with, because honestly it's probably the most crucial thing to have when you're weightlifting. So moving on, kind of in the same realm of protection and stuff and kind of support, I'll skip over some stuff and I'll go with some knee sleeves. This is probably the second best investment I've made for lifting weights. These strong knee sleeves, I would recommend probably either Strong, SBD, or Reband has some good knee sleeves, so I'd go with those. And it's basically just to keep the knees warm and lubricated, and it gives some support. And I've torn meniscus in both of my knees, so just through sports in high school and stuff. So I never do legs without these knee sleeves right here, or I'll use, sometimes if I'm feeling up to it, I'll wrap them with these straps, and these are just like a Gold's Gym brand straps, like they're nothing special, but they get the job done. And there's so many ways to wrap them, and I have a video up on my channel that I did leg press, and I wrapped my knees, and you can kind of see how I did it there. I go crisscross. I go over the back of my knee. I just feel that gives my kneecap mobility on the front part, but it's also giving me that cushion and the support on the back to help support my knee. So in the same realm of wraps, here I've got some gangster wraps, and I should have rolled these out before I did this video, but I'll try and roll them out one-handed. Okay, well here's one anyways. The other one went flying, but here we go. These are pretty self-explanatory. It's just you wrap this around your wrist. You put your thumb through here, and then you just wrap it around your wrist. And I go over the top. I just find that gives me the most support. I'm not sure if there's a right or wrong way, but I just found that works best for me. And then you just Velcro it. And how I've always done it is I go once or twice. You can only go about 3 times around with this length right here, but what I usually do is I'll go like once or twice, pretty moderate with like how tight I do it, and then the last one I do, I'll really pull everything and really cinch it back down. That seems for me to be the tightest, because the first two are, and to me I think it also like increases the longevity, so you're not stretching out the entire wrist wrap. That every time you use it, you're going pretty easy on it the first 2 wraps, and then the last one you're just cinching it down. But yeah, so good investment. I rolled with I got a set of wrist wraps with those knee wraps a long time ago. I rolled with those for probably 5 years. They just lost their elasticity, so I stopped using them. Okay, sorry about that. My mom came in to see what the heck I was doing, and then my brother came in too, because he was going to work out with me. And this video is taking a little bit longer to make than I thought, and so he just came in, checked on me or whatever. But anyway, so yeah. Oh, the wrist wraps, the Gold's Gym wrist wraps that came with the knee wraps. I just stopped using them because, one, the Velcro gave out, which made me mad, and they weren't really elastic anymore. So I couldn't get them very tight. But yeah, so that's that. So I've upgraded to these gangster wraps, which are really good. They're wider than the ones I used to have, which at first took a little bit to get used to, but now I'm kind of happy because they give pretty good support. Like, the most I could probably move my wrist is about this much. So I mean, it gives enough to kind of still be flexible, but I won't like break my wrist or anything, which is good for like pressing movements or for squat if you're going really heavy. But yeah. So moving on, I have 2 sets of these Tiger Fitness lifting straps right here. It might be kind of hard to see, but yeah, these are just really cheap lifting straps. I mean, pretty basic. They get the job done. These are just I had ordered supplements from TigerFitness.com, and um, these were just like free gifts after you order so much or whatever. You can pick a free gift or whatever. So I picked up a couple of these, and I've had one of these pairs. This pair right here, I've had for since I started lifting. For probably about 5 or 6 years, and then this pair, I think I've had for about the same time, but I've just started using them this past year. So I mean, they've held up pretty well. Nothing's torn in them yet, so that's pretty nice. They do have a pad, so you don't cut your wrists. Which, if you go really heavy and you use straps a lot, then and they don't have pads, then you know what I'm talking about. It sucks. But these have pads on them, so that's nice. I would like to get some Versa grips sometime, but for me they're kind of pricey. So I haven't gotten around to that. But then, so the last thing I've got in my bag is just this exercise band, and I've wanted one of these for the longest time, and I didn't think we had one here at home, but I've dug in one of our cabinets and I found it. So yeah, I use this just to if I'm home working out, then we don't have a pulley system, so I use this kind of as a substitute. And also it's good for like warming up your shoulders and your chest and stuff like that. And also it'd be good for like just getting like a quick workout in, like a quick arm workout would be pretty effective with this exercise band. It's not really heavy duty. I'd like to get one that's stronger than this, but yeah, I mean, it gets the job done. No complaints here. I guess one complaint is that it's got these big plastic blocks on here, but that's just they're detachable, so that's nice. But yeah, and I'm about to run out of space on my camera, so be right back. Okay, I am back. So this is what I usually put in my my smallest pocket in my gym bag. I've got some Axe just in case I'm smelling a little funky, I guess, at the gym, so I don't smell terrible. Yeah. Then I've got just some shower gel in case I decide to shower at the gym. Normally I go to the gym, work out, and just leave, and the first thing I do when I get home is shower. But there's one day where I went to the gym before I went to work, so I just threw that in there, and I've kept it in there just in case I needed it. And then I've got these little tanning sunglasses. There's a tanning bed at the gym that I go to, but I haven't been able to use it because my little key fob thing doesn't work right or something. I don't know. Then I've got some bubble gum. Pro tip: chew bubble gum when you work out so your breath doesn't stink. And I've found that if I'm pushing really hard or I'm struggling during a workout, I will sometimes like grind my teeth, which isn't good, but this bubble gum kind of saves my teeth from that. And then I just have a receipt and a dollar. And here I've got a screwdriver for my belt in case I need to change it on the fly. And then just got my earbuds and chapstick for the Chapstick Nation. Wachoo. It's cake batter. So yeah, that's what's in my gym bag. I'm gonna get this stuff in my bag and go work out before I go to bed, because right now it's like 9:30. You can't see that, but whatever. And I haven't worked out today. I'm gonna hit hamstrings, so I'm gonna try and get some footage from that so that I can edit these two videos and get them up sometime. But yeah, this has been a video I've wanted to do for a long time. Haven't gotten around to it, but yeah, here it is. So I hope I went over everything pretty well. I could probably do like an in-depth review on these and this belt for sure, because I've had them long enough to give a solid opinion on them. But yeah, so that's it. Hopefully, hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching. Leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe if you're not subscribed already. Leave a comment what you want to see in future videos. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace.